Okay, so this is my video to state my intentions of what I want in this reality and what I desire to happen for the future, not just for myself, but for the whole of mankind and the species in general. So what I want and what I desire and what will happen as far as I'm concerned, regardless of what the higher echelons of the cabal, the Illuminati, deep state, whatever you want to call the mofos, or the Federation who is helping them out, thinking it's okay to vaccinate the whole world and depopulation and all that sort of jazz. What I will envision and what will happen as far as I'm concerned, because I'm co-creating this reality, so my thoughts and my intentions and my beliefs will manifest because, well, people like me who have the power, who are connected to source and can manifest through thought, power and intention, can create where these mofos who are trying to manipulate and control us have no power of creation whatsoever. So my intent is that the whole world and the whole of humanity have full disclosure of hidden technologies, the extraterrestrial presence, free energy for everyone, free travel, full responsibility and control over our own body and our own lives, where we don't have to be vaccinated, we don't have to be controlled and chipped and manipulated, not rounded up for like cattle and to be slaughtered and killed off, where we can be happy, free to travel, with new technologies, not sitting on a plane for like 14 to 24 to 48 hours, traveling across the world, connecting flights and that sort of jazz. That just sounds stupid to me. Why travel through petroleum-based fuels and stuff like that when we know we've got portals that we can just step through one doorway and be in another country, or have the freedom to not only travel around the world without restrictions and borders and all that sort of stuff, but travel off planet, go other places in this human avatar that we are currently existing in as us starseeds. So that's what I would like to see. No famine, no poverty, no wars or destruction or that sort of stuff. I want to see a free society where everybody makes their own choices, where everybody wants to live in harmony and always has enough abundance, enough food, enough shelter, enough wealth. I mean, money for me isn't really a big deal. I mean, it may be a big deal for a lot of people on this planet, but as long as I have enough to get by in this draconian monetary slave system, that's all it really needs. I could live without it if there was none. If we had enough of whatever we wanted and whatever we needed, I could live without money. It's not a big bloody deal to me. Anyway, so, that's what I envision, the full disclosure of everything, the lies, the corruption, the treachery, everybody be aware of the full reality we live in. And then we can make it a decision about how to proceed in this reality, this world, this creation that we all live in. And if we know everything, the full disclosure from the hidden technologies, the extraterrestrial presence, then we can all make a decision. We could all come together and create a one world government of our own choosing, not one that is forced and subjugated on us. Not one for big words, sorry. Anyway, but one that is forced upon us by a control system that is just there to enslave us. We can all band together and create a world government to, communicate with these extraterrestrials that are currently outside of our planet and outside of our solar system and beyond, and come to some understanding and learning ability so we can travel out there if we want to. I mean, not everybody's going to want to. It's like the whole thing, everybody knows there's a theme park, but nobody wants to go. Not everybody wants to go on the big scary ride. But but everybody knows it's there, right? So they have free will choice. Some people might want to just sit at home and watch television. Some people might want to go play golf. Some people might want to have the choice, if they have the choice, to go traveling in the universe in our physical human avatars. It would be interesting. I'd like that. That's what I would like to see. No lies, no deception, no hidden technology, no deception of any kind, no hidden truths. Everything open for everybody to know and be aware of. I think this would be far beneficial than the current narrative that's going on this planet, which is just insane. I mean, anybody who's awake and aware, as I am, and there's plenty of people waking up, especially even my community here in Australia, that is waking up, to the reality. They might not know the full truth of the reality that we're all in, as much as I am aware of, and many others that are waking up at this point in time in history. But they're slowly coming to the understanding that something's not right, and things just don't add up, So with this happening, with this progression of awareness and knowledge and understanding of our reality that we are currently living in, these controllers are actually helping it, unaware that they're actually doing that. They're actually helping the awakening far more than trying to hinder it. So I foresee a future where we will be completely free to make our own choices. We're completely free to dictate what goes into our body, how to live, where to live, when to live, how to travel, abundance for all. That's what I envision, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to create that future, that positive timeline. I know it in my heart. I know that there is a positive timeline that will happen, because I'm here to create it. And there's nothing these negative controllers can do, because they need us to create the timeline. They need to manipulate us to manifest that negative timeline. I'm not buying into that BS. No bloody way. It's not going to happen. I mean, I am quite aware of more than the average person is, and probably even more than the average awake person is. That there's far more going on behind the scenes, even around your everyday life. Nothing is a secret. Nothing. There are no secrets. We're all being monitored, watched 24/7. The reality we live in is completely distorted. And this is even before I found Gosha's channel. I was becoming very aware and very awake of the true reality, which was quite shocking at the time, but I dealt with it pretty good, actually. Thanks to my upbringing with extreme supernatural experiences from a very young age, 14 when it started. I've been able to integrate these sort of strange happenings and strange coincidences that seem to have occurred throughout my life, and used it for my benefit. So, and the suppression of our thoughts and feelings and trying to push them in a negative direction has been very, very prevalent in my life, especially with the awakened and aware star seeds, to keep us down, to keep us in a state of fear, panic, anxiety, depression, to maintain the narrative that they need and desire. This is what brings the outcome of their negative agenda and negative timeline. And once we are aware of that, and we have the power and they don't, and as long as we stay heart-centered, and as long as we stay focused on our positive timeline and raise our vibrations, no matter what's going on in our lives, because we all have crap going on in our lives, as long as we know that it's all a manipulation to keep us under control and keep the negative timeline for them going, that once we know that, we can change it and go, nah, I'm not afraid of this virus. I'm not afraid of this war. I'm not afraid of this pandemic. I'm not afraid of this terrorist attack, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get on with my life and still be happy and still envision that timeline where everything will come out in the open and everything will be revealed to everybody. The Great Awakening will be exposed for everybody to see, and I'm still going to be heart-centered and still keep that love in my heart and that focus that nothing can break me, nothing. You can't push me over the edge, not into the edge of insanity or depression or suicide, because that's what they want, that's what they need. That's what they're trying to do with us positive starseeds. They're trying to push us to the edge so we break, and it's just not happening with me. And if we all stay focused on what we want, like Spyro and Gosha has been saying on her channel, Cosmic Agency, which I'm extremely grateful for all the knowledge that has been bestowed upon us, especially upon me. That the truth of our reality has definitely helped me change my life for the better. Deep down, I already knew this was. I just thought, you know, maybe I'm a little bit kooky, a little bit over the top. But with this knowledge, I've now fully integrated it into myself, into my awareness, into my reality. That it's I'm not kooky, I'm not strange, I'm not crazy. What do they say? It's reality is stranger than fiction. Ain't that the truth? So this is what I'm saying, that if we all focus our positive intentions, we can manifest it. The negative forces, need us. I mean, they need us so bad to focus on what they want. Push the narrative. That's why the mainstream media is pushing all this fear porn and this anxiety and this hysteria to keep us distracted from looking within and feeling the positive energy within us, to feel the happiness, the joy, the love, the respect for one another, and regardless of race, creed, or color, or religion. You know, if we all focus on that, and we can make this positive timeline happen for ourselves, not only as an individual, but as a co-creation that we are all sharing. We can make it happen. It will happen. And they know it, and they fear that. So they need us to be in fear. They need us to be in stress. They need us so they can use that negative energy that we are producing to create their timeline, their negative timeline. And if we know this and understand this, they can't do it. They can't manifest it. They don't have manifesting abilities like we do, because we're closer to the creation, the source of energy that they've disconnected themselves from. So, and that is probably as much as I can say and want to put out there. So other than that, we all keep like I said, keeping heart centered and staying safe and stay peaceful and loving towards each other and focus our intent. We can make it, we can do it, and we will do it. I have no doubt about that. So this is my video, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say, other than that the light that resides within me is the light that resides within you, and I see you. Namaste.